Hey everybody, how are you? And welcome back to Let's Build an Epic Village. So, I made this tree thing over there, and I also did this thing with the road by adding in like the stone bricks and the cracked stone bricks, and I think it just makes it look a little bit better. But anyways, I'm just going to jump right into the building because I don't have to talk too much about that, and what I'm actually going to be doing today is building some farms because we need those. So, for... I guess, yeah, I want to make this 5, because I think it'll look better. Okay, there's 5 there, 6, 7, 8, 9... yeah, that's fine. That's good. I like to work in odd numbers when I build in this game. It just makes sense to me to build in odd numbers. It probably doesn't make sense to anybody else, but it makes sense to me, and that's what's important. So, I may get a lot of this malarkey out of my hotbar, because I don't really need it except for these things. So, let me get grass, and I actually don't need to have the gate. And I'm going to need some water because we're working with farms, so we just stuff this in here. And put that in there like that. And I know it looks very, very simple, and it's very reminiscent of the way that they look in the vanilla NPC villages, and that's kind of the point to this. At least that's what I'm going for anyways, is to kind of make it look like that, but still be a little bit fancier-ish, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. Yeah, I want to get rid of that, because it doesn't make much sense to have it that way. So, yeah, I think I'll just build another one. And we'll take it from there. And I'm not going to spend too much time on building today. I hope you guys don't mind that. I just, I don't have a lot of time to record today. So I want to kind of do just something and then go from there and kind of get like your feedback and see what you guys think about what I'm doing and where I'm going and what else you guys want to see me do with this. And I kind of have an idea, too, of what crops I want to put in this thing, or these things also. I want to have at least, like, a few of these, or, like, 4 of them. But I kind of want to have, you know, the basics that you typically find in an NPC village, like the carrots and the potatoes, and I'm going to get rid of those, too, because it just makes sense. I am going to put villagers in this eventually, too, so that, they will be able to get in and actually harvest the crops, because I think that'll make sense. The whole point of having the crops nowadays in the village is not just for us to actually, what do you call it? Like, you know, steal them. The villagers use them to get willingness so they can breed and make more villagers. And that's basically that. So, it just makes sense knowing what my concept is for this to actually go that route. So let me just get all of these. Get out of there, block. You don't belong there. How dare you, block. How dare you place where I placed you. Anyways, so, I think part of my problem, too, is I'm kind of tired tonight also, so I have, like, limited patience to do a lot of things. I lost count. Oh, I did it right. Okay. I was like, no, I counted wrong. But I didn't. So that's good. It's always good when I count right. So, how are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. I don't really have a lot of things going on right now. Did I talk about it in a previous video? I think I may have, or I may not have. I don't think I talked about it. Or, no, I don't think I talked about it, but I had a, interview with Creative Arts Workshop here in New Haven. And I was really excited about the interview because I thought it was going to be amazing. And it's like I walked in and the atmosphere of the place was so nice and calm, and it's like, wow, I'm in such a like artistic place right now. And it feels so good. And then the interview happened. And I was talking to Christina about this, and I'm like, I don't get it. You know, I don't know if this is like a thing with art interviews, but you know when you go in for an interview with like a retailer or something and they ask you like all of like the teamwork questions, like can you deal with other people? Are you going to be a big pain in our ass? Are you going to be able to like tolerate high stress situations? And I know that like a high stress situation is not the kind of thing that you would expect for a art teaching position, which is what this would have been. But they didn't ask me any questions about myself at all. That looks terrible. Why did I do that? Well, anyways, so they didn't ask me any questions about myself. And not that I'm like narcissistic, but it's like when I go into an interview, I expect them to ask me questions because it was like they asked me to tell them a little bit about myself, and then they both looked at each other like, yeah, we got nothing. And it's like I either sold myself really bad or they had no intention of even considering me. They just called me in for the sake of calling me in to basically waste my time. And I'm not good with interviews like that because it's like I can tell that my time is being wasted, and I'm sorry, but I have way too much art education to be able to tolerate crap like that. I mean, literally, if you guys don't know this, I spent 4 years at Gateway Community College. I know it's a community college and I ended up with a 2-year degree, but I spent 4 years there studying art. And then I went to Southern and I studied art there for 3.5 years. And all totaled, I have 4 years or 8 years of education, formally. I have way too much goddamn education at this point in my life. So when I go into an interview, there's a certain level of respect that I expect. And that's probably going to come across as very arrogant to a lot of people, but it's like when you know what you're doing, you expect people to take you seriously, and I don't think that I need to like overly prove that. You know what I mean? I don't think that that's something where I have to walk in and be like, so I know XYZ and I know this and I know how to do this thing. And I'm so much more amazing than everybody else. That's not the case. I don't want to walk in and do that because it's weird and disrespectful. But I basically just, if you look at my resume, you will be able to see that I have some sense of things and some intelligence to me. And so it was just like, wow. I mean, even in interviews where I walked out and knew that I was definitely not going to get hired, I still felt like I had been treated with some respect. So this was just weird. It's not like I haven't had a weird interview before, but given that I'm an artist and I'm so obviously an artist, it felt a little weird. And, you know, the thing is, too, I spent a lot of time on my makeup, too, that day. I mean, I always spend time on my makeup, but I spent a lot of time, and not a single compliment, and that annoyed me. Not that I wear makeup for attention, because that's not why, but it's like, it was noticeably colorful makeup, and they didn't say a word, and I would expect an artist to say something. So that also was a little strange. But whatever. It is what it is. But anyways, I think this looks pretty good. I mean, I'm tempted to turn on my shader, but I know it's going to make D3D gear go nuts, so I'm not going to do that. But I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. So I think I'm going to call it here for this episode. I know it's short, and I'm sorry, but that is how it is. So yeah, I'm going to call it here, and I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then feel free to subscribe, comment, and like if you want to see more. So I will see you guys next time.